I wondered, and I still wonder up to now, how carpenters became essential workers. Carpenters, you guys, carpenters, not just carpenters, those ones who make coffin, they were regarded as most essential. Now, the essential workers would check themselves. You know, we also had doctors who were essential. Like you call fellow essential worker, like, bro, how is it there at the hospital? That is the carpenter calling. The doctor is like, this thing is treating us not very well. About 3 years died. The guy said, give me the contact of the person who was taken care of. The person. But for us, we made good use of our friend who was a carpenter because we loved beer so much that we turned this workshop into a bar. Yeah, he used to make coffin, but at that point, we could not see the coffin. We would just see beer and its fridge. Somehow, one would help the other. So yeah, we started. Hey, Jogo, what do you have today? I have about 3 coffins. Okay, that means 3 friends and 1 person. The purpose was there. 3 friends, when police come, 3 has to go. 1 person has to remain to cry. So the first day we went, we took about 3 crates of beer. Life was good. We shouted. You see, when you're drunk, there's a way the devil comes and enters you and gives you supernatural strength. We saw a blue light, whew, mixed with red, whew. My friend said, wow, they have brought for you another customer. Little did we know that the boys from CPS were there. The time we realized, but of course, you know, alcohol, there's a way. It also gives you wisdom. Wisdom of escaping trouble. As we were there, this is not ambulance. Check very well. The boys are behind. As we were checking, they were already jumping into the workshop. You guys, the coffin which was there available was 3, and we were 5. My friend said, start crying. I said, I cry for what? The boys are here. They will take. I said, cry. It will save. I started crying. As I was crying, I just saw the boys opening the coffin and entering peacefully. They entered coffin and they said, pass the beer. I passed the beer inside. I also sent there a warning. Don't open. They are going to move away. You guys, I cried. I wasn't just crying for the police, but I also knew those who had entered inside were very dangerous via beer taking. So we cried. These guys came and said, what is happening here? I found it. This corona, if it continues, we don't know if you will remain. I will go, you will go, everyone will go. Even Ojo who is making coffin will go. We have come to buy another coffin. They have just called us that there's another body waiting. Now I don't know which size I should take. Medium, small, light. Those guys saw and said, I think these ones are grieving. Let us leave them. When they went, the boys came out of the coffin and said, you man, you have talent. We could not believe you are going to chase them, but you managed. You have talent. You know, during lockdown, when things happen, you would first take precaution. We're like, no, let us not go tomorrow. They will come. Let's postpone beer by 1 day and go the next day. So the next day again, we pick up ourselves. We're like, hey, Joe, we are coming. How many coffins is there? I said, there's only 1. Said, what is the size? Very tall. I said, very tall. I knew somehow, if it happened, it would be me. I told the boys, I said, I'm not going. They said, no, you are going. You are our security. So, yeah, eventually we went. As we were there, busy drinking beer. The blue light came. This is not ambulance. The boys. They said, but now you see the situation. It's only 1 coffin and 2 crates of beer. You enter. First of all, the coffin they were saying was told could not fit me. I told them, I said, this thing is small. I can't enter. I said, it's the situation. You cannot be there under normal situation. Enter. I tried resisting. The boys even pushed me upside down. You know, coffin, now you lie, the head has to be here. For me, they push the head here and the leg was here. And they pushed the beer with warning, please don't even try to open. This guy cried, again, 2 days ago it was a pure. My guys, during lockdown, there were guys who used not to listen to one English. They hated English with everything. These boys were crying in English. When they heard English, I just had a fun. They said, "Toa coffin." Let me tell you something. There is a feeling of lying in the coffin where you know, there's no danger here. And then a feeling of knowing where they are taking you is the real danger. These guys came to carry the coffin. In my heart, I'm like, I whisper to them. I tell them the situation. Something told me, no, just go. They will not do anything. Bia told me, you go. We sort ourselves from there. We went peacefully. These guys took me like a VIP. They pushed me, very long coffin, under 9'9". And there were 3 guards. 1, 2 here. 1, 2 behind here. I was there in the middle. There is what is called supernatural thought that comes at a very quiet time. You know, the car is driving. No one is saying anything. The guy is not cocking his gun. There's nothing. I just told myself, I said, one, Gulumain mortuary doesn't have a fridge. If you reach there, they will just put you the way you are. You know, if there's a fridge, you'll survive. You'll not die. So, something told me, said, just open the beer loud enough and make it cry like someone has cocked a gun also inside. Something told me, like soldiers, they hate spirit. They just shoot anything. You open, you open. So I peacefully allowed. I said, no, let me reach there. At least when I reach there, it is easier for me to jump and run. We passed. They took me direct to the mortuary. Now there, my sense came back 200%. I started looking at the mortuary through the window. I said, this place, if I go, will I come back? You know the guys who keep there. I'm told they are given instruction that please check all the time, check regularly. Any that you see the leg is still just beat and kill. So as I entered there, I saw the Askari seated with a very big stick. I said, no, I will survive this situation. They took me. As I was inside there, just one thing told me, Kash, if it reaches morning, they will not understand this was drunkenness or beer. Find a way, jump and run. I first surveyed the surveillance, checked around. Everything was cool. Then I kicked the coffin. I just got out strong and started walking. First of all, the Askari took off with his stick. Then he looked at a distance and said, you man, the truth is you are going, whether you want or not. I told him, I said, I'm not going. Don't mix alcohol with other things. I'm not going. He saw me say, which spirit can talk? This man is serious. I just kept walking towards him. The guy took off. I also took off after him. He got strength. You know, at the mortuary, they warn you, if you let a dead body or the spirit escapes, you lose your job. The guy remembered, during COVID, if I lose my job, will that be okay? The guy turned and started chasing me. I told him, I said, man, I'm not dead. Alamero. Radio Rupin, 95.7, wound 1. Wound 1. Wound 1. But I love Radio Rupin. Fabulous is here. And Merco more fabulous. Just help me. Ukela Felix. Uchwala studio. We can name Felix Uchwala ni Kwano News. No take more. What is the logic behind the pronunciation of the name that has to take like 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Felix is giving us news. 1 p.m. Felix Uchwala. I swear you need to take some Coca-Cola. Then all of a sudden you hear silence in the studio. Kumbe he's having a coke. Manager, I'm giving you behind the scene. You've never seen this, but it happens. Right, don't bother Alexander Kiri. Alexander, and quite Alexander, you Alexander, but pay you are a Pierre Alexander. 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 Oh, Kitty. Yago en ngat ma di cheng ba ngata di cheng no duane nya Felix Uchola ko dong chang men mo tieno di wo mane vuru ka ngeda ko ni en ngara chile dok dugi relationship oye tutualo radio ko bere dong chawa me ma kai ni tiega kenyo igwa ko lo toni mot kai tika winya pira bungwera biton na biro Anya kiluano chola Felix anda kuara bay en kong dako woy yit dako na kubiri kubiri warbu lok ma ken siya biro I have realized why Uchola cannot be a news anchor on Walwo TV. TV doesn't have that patience. As you're mentioning, manager would be you, man. We are bringing another person tomorrow. It is almost the same situation. You see, when you go to Lira, but I love how radio stations in Gulu are. You see, in Lira, radio stations in the first place. Fabulous. Radio stations Lira kayin la kwa news may no ki choy kulongi kom la tela mo pe kwan kilometer nyim pian me chi radio station wenti dog yo utenda tena ki yo mer kuman ma en me chao kwano ni no la tela mo ti chame restaurant winyo oh ki tie ko den goyo cancel la big oh jale de kwa o ka yere pe infinity mi headlines kuman ipo inono ti ko du go le studio ni kok Man, look, when you can present again, why the way Yama? Because Chai and the Mirla Wind Radio were going Wind Radio, Shawa Negado Peko Bakova, and Councillor Bichamo Gori of the card. And the Gumarai Patia Mar Mudu Birukere. And then he goes right ahead to give a disclaimer. Eru jogging at Yaquano News, Aquana Peanacho. I will ready and get a medic one ergade we gina berian who go Jimmy police. Radio sessions in Lira. No, but you see, Guru, first of all, you hear them talking bad about you at 95.7. You cannot go and quarrel. First of all, it is surrounded by students who use iPhone 13 Pro Max. Those students of Cavendish. Two, Cafe sits almost every white man around in Uganda. And then you go there as you're quarreling Muniti Nene, you also realize Muniti, but you reverse. But man, give a round of applause, man. 95.7 Radio Roofing. Ladies and gentlemen, his English is connected by dots. He comes all the way from Awere. Give it up for Banana Joe!